Hey everyone, it's Amy, and I know it's been actually quite a while since I've done a haul video. Yeah, life has been busy and crazy, and it always seems to stay crazy these days, even though I have all these hopes of doing more of these videos and getting more content up. But I figure before I go on another vacation to the Pacific Northwest and end up bringing back a lot of vinyl that I'm going to want to show you guys, I should probably show you everything that I've gotten between the last video I did, I can't even remember when that was, and now. So I have a few different things. I'm going to kind of go through these pretty quickly, not spend a lot of time on them. So let's start with the 7 inches. First one that I got is from a band called Consignment. They're out of the Pacific Northwest. Kind of an indie slash punkish kind of band. I also got a cassette tape along with this 7-inch. Yeah, good band. Matt Nice from the Wimps is, he plays with Consignment, or played with Consignment. Next, I got the reissue of this Bikini Kill 7-inch. They put out a new one on pretty red vinyl. You can see there. So I have the original one of these, but I went ahead and ordered the reissue and saved the little autograph message from Toby Vale on that came with it, because why not, right? Gotta keep it. So I got this one. This one's just sort of a classic favorite of mine, Carpenters. Gotta love the Carpenters. Rainy Days and Mondays. It's probably one of my favorite Carpenter songs, with Saturday as the B-side. So yeah, picked this one up, you know, in the cheap ends. This one was more for my wife than me. This is Courtney Barnett. This is the Third Man Records 7-inch release. I like some of her stuff. I'm not a huge fan, but my wife likes her, so I got this for her recently. This one's a pretty cool find. I'm a huge film buff. In addition to loving music, I really enjoy film. And one of my favorite actresses is Marion Cotillard. She's a French actress. She won the Academy Award for her role as Edith Piaf. She's a great actress. I love all the stuff that she does. For a long time, she was a spokesperson for Dior, and they had a series of things they did. They did music videos. They did all kinds of like travel logs, everything with her. And one of the things they did was a collaboration between her and Franz Ferdinand, where they did a song called Eyes of Mars, and they did an accompanying video for it, and they actually ended up pressing it onto vinyl, and it's on red vinyl as well, as you can see here. And it's something that I had been looking for a really long time. I thought this was absolutely a piece that I needed to have in my collection, and luckily I finally got a copy. Wasn't cheap, but luckily I was able to go ahead and grab it. So this is a cool one to have in my collection. And last but definitely not least is SleaterKinney, One More Hour. I've been looking for this one for a while. They have 2 pressings, one on yellow wax and one that's just on black. And I really wanted to get the yellow copy, and luckily I was able to finally find one. They usually go pretty fast, or they're pretty pricey when they come up online, but this one actually was a great price. I managed to get it really fast, so that's pretty cool. I am very close to finishing out my SleaterKinney collection. I'm definitely closing in. If you follow me on Instagram, then you will have seen over the past month I posted a picture of all of my SleaterKinney collection, and it's enormous. I really didn't even realize it was quite that huge. I had to put it all over the living room floor and then stand up high on a chair and take a photo of it for Instagram. So, but you know, I'm just a huge SleaterKinney fan, and I have a lot of really cool pieces, but this one, excited to get. So that's pretty much it for the 7 inches. I got some 12 inches. Some of these were pre-orders, some were just finds from wandering around in record stores and stuff. But Let's get started on those. The first one, this is Offer Rex. Offer Rex is a new collaborative band between the Decemberists and Olivia Cheney. It's fantastic. I mean, if you know the Decemberists, you know that they do a lot of great stuff. They have such a great style that kind of goes all over in different genres and everything, but I think that their sound was perfect for this kind of project. And this project is specifically covering old British folk tunes. So it's just phenomenal. I love this album. I immediately ordered it. As soon as I heard about the collaboration, I knew that I had to get my hands on it. And also, by ordering quickly, I was able to get a signed print too from the entire band. So here's that print, and it's got all their signatures. So it's all the Decemberists and then Olivia. Pretty cool. I was really, really excited to get this. The album is beautiful. I'd like to do actually I was planning on doing a full review of this album coming up soon if I get a chance. Because yeah, the pressing's really nice, the mastering is fantastic, the quality is great, and the songs are just beautiful. Really, really dig it. So hopefully I can do a quick kind of review video for it, and yeah, hopefully get that up soon. The next thing I found, I got this actually in a Canadian record store. Oh gosh, I can't even remember what town we were in. Brockville? Maybe. It's a small town, very small town outside of Kingston, Ontario. We're up in Kingston for Canada Day and decided to go to a bunch of different small towns around there and check out their record shops. And this is the only thing I bought, but I had to get it. It's a Patti Smith German bootleg. This is Live at Bottom Line. Really cool. Yeah, it was a great price. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. They had some other Patti Smith, but this is what caught my eye. And the guy said, he's like, yeah, I had someone looking at that, and they said they'd be back for it, and they're gonna be mad that it sold. But it only lasted a couple days. But I can understand why. It was a really great price, and this is cool. I've never seen this before, so had to pick this one up. So I posted this on my Instagram because a couple days ago, in the vinyl challenge for July, the last day of the month was Album of the Year contender, and I put Perfume Genius, No Shape. This album is just phenomenal. I love Perfume Genius, and I had been really excited about this album. I pre-ordered it immediately, and it's on really, really pretty clear vinyl. With really gorgeous center labels, actually. The whole package is really beautiful. The lettering is all embossed. Here are all the lyrics on the inside of the gatefold. It came with a poster, and then on this beautiful clear vinyl with those really sharp center labels. Really nice album. The music is phenomenal. I love Perfume Genius, and I've been following Mike's career, and this is definitely his best by far. I was supposed to go see him actually in Boston. I had tickets to go, and woke up that day really sick, and I couldn't make it to the show, and I was heartbroken because this album is just stunning, start to finish. Really, really gorgeous, lush, full. I feel like he just gets better and better with each album. And this is definitely top notch. So if you like Perfume Genius, if you're into Perfume Genius at all, even just a little bit, definitely check this one out. This has got an even grander sound to it, and I feel like it's just such a complete, solid album, start to finish. So got this one, and this is definitely Album of the Year contender for sure. Another band that I really love is Girlpool. I actually first saw Girlpool several years ago when they opened for Jenny Lewis. I'd never heard of them before, and unlike now where I kind of do a little bit of research and check out opening bands before I go to the show, I actually hadn't looked into them at all. And I wasn't sure what to make of their music at first because it was several years ago, and it was a little different than the type of stuff that I normally listen to at that time, so I wasn't sure if I really liked it or not, but the songs stuck with me, and I kept thinking about them, and they kept coming back to them over and over again, and then I just kind of started listening to them, and yeah, and then just kind of fell in love after that. So they put out a new album this spring called Power Plant, and this is great. This album is fantastic. Their sound has always been, it's just two people, and they just, it's them with their guitar. One plays guitar, one plays bass, and they switch. And that's pretty much the sound in their previous work. This one stepped it up a bit. They actually added drums, and it kind of filled out the sound a little bit more. It's a little bit heavier, a little bit more rock. Still gorgeous harmonies and vocals though. Really excellent. And this one came on a really pretty purple vinyl, which you can see here. It's kind of marbly, a little bit swirled. This is a really, really fantastic album. I had seen them play a few times, and I actually went to Philadelphia with some friends, and we got to see them headline a show with Lexi, who's actually kind of headed by Greta Klein, who is Frankie Cosmos. So that was a really great show, and while I was there, they had some vinyl, and I wasn't planning on getting anything, but I ended up finding their EP and their previous full-length record, and both of these were on colored vinyl, and I had been specifically looking for the colored ones, and I didn't expect them to have them at the show, but they did. So I went ahead and picked these up too, kind of had to. And this one, Before the World Was Big, excellent album, and it comes on this beautiful buttery yellow vinyl. Absolutely love it. It's terrific. I love this cover. It's kind of a matte color, or a matte cover. It's not glossy at all. Really nice. I love the packaging on this. This is fantastic. And I was, yeah, definitely happy to find the yellow one, because I'd only found the black one whenever I was shopping. And I was like, I think I'll hold out for the yellow one, because I had the album digitally. And luckily, there it was. So that's cool. And then this one, this is their EP that came out before that. Cleo and Harmony signed it for me, which was pretty cool. And this one comes on a really nice translucent orange. So it's a very pretty color, very nice. And again, I was hoping I would be able to find this at some point, and there it was at the show. One of my favorite record stores is Joe's Albums in Worcester, Massachusetts. I don't get out there very much, but when I do, I usually always find something. It's a great shop, well stocked. They just moved into a new space not too long ago, so it's even more room to browse. And I had a gift certificate from my birthday last year that had kind of been burning a hole in my pocket, but I just didn't have time to drive out there and go to the shop. So I had some time free on a Saturday, maybe, I guess, 2 months ago, so, something like that. And I decided to go and use my gift card. And I ended up, they had a few different Decemberist albums. I absolutely love the Decemberists. Don't have a lot of vinyl for them. So I went ahead and picked up The King Is Dead. I want to say this is one of my favorites, but it's like every album of theirs is pretty much my favorite. I love the Decemberists. I love everything that they do. I think they're fantastic. And I saw them in concert actually earlier this year, and it was just delightful, spectacular. So yeah, so I picked this one up. Nice free album. It's a double LP, so that's cool. And I also picked up New Pornographers, Together. This is, I don't remember what year this came out, 2010, Matador Records. So yeah, this has got some really good stuff on it. My favorite album by New Pornographers is Brill Bruisers, but and yeah, you really can't beat that. But this one's really good too. I like a lot of the songs on it. Nico Case is one of my favorite singers, and she's whenever she's, you know, her songs come on the New Pornographers records, I just absolutely love it, because I think her voice is just stunning. And then of course, they put out a new album this year called Whiteout Conditions, and Great, great album. Not quite as good as Brill Bruisers, but pretty close, pretty close. This one's really, really good. And when I happened to be, I was coming back from a trip to, I think New York City for something, yeah, for some event, and stopped at Cayenne Record Shop in Nyack, New York, which is a really, really great shop, owned by Jennifer O'Connor, who's also a fantastic music artist. And they had a lot of stuff I wanted to buy, but I was trying to be good and not spend a lot of money, so I ended up just getting this new album, which, white, beautiful, beautiful white. I love the center labels, really striking against that white wax. So I went ahead and picked this one up, and that was my one big splurge that day. So I had to go ahead and get it because it is really good. I actually didn't get to see them when they toured. They just weren't coming anywhere around me on dates when I was able to make it. So I wish all concerts could be on Saturdays, because where I live, nothing happens around here, and I have to drive at least a few hours to get to anything good. So it kind of stinks when concerts are on weeknights, because I can't make it. Another album that came out this year that I was extremely excited about was Land of Talk. Land of Talk, I think I've talked about them before. One of my favorite Canadian bands. They went on hiatus in 2010 after they put out Cloak and Cipher, which is probably one of my favorite albums of all time. And I didn't think they would ever make music again. And then they came around, started touring a little bit more, and then knew that they were putting out a new album, and this is it, Life After Youth. This came in an awesome pre-order bundle. It came with all kinds of fun things. It came with a poster, it came with stickers, it came with a felt pennant. Just awesome, awesome stuff. I have the pennant somewhere else, but I'll show you also that it came on split blue and black wax. In the US and Canada, it came on a different variant, but I went ahead and ordered it from the US store. But yeah, it came with posters and stickers and all kinds of fun stuff. But it's a beautiful, beautiful album. I really enjoy it. I think it's definitely classic Land of Talk. And yeah, I was so excited for this to come out, but unfortunately, again, none of the shows were on Saturdays, so I couldn't make it to see them again, which was heartbreaking. But my friends went, so I kind of lived vicariously through them, so that's cool. But yeah, Land of Talk, great album by really fantastic Canadian band. Another album that I got this year was actually a vinyl pressing of an album that had only been previously on cassette tape. It's actually been called Yowler. And Yowler is basically just one person. It's Marion Jones, and she plays really beautiful music. I saw her open for Frankie Cosmos. Gosh, that was a while ago. I think it was last year at some point. And she didn't have any cassettes left by the time the show ended, and kind of heartbroken about that. Ended up being able to get a cassette maybe a couple of months ago, and then they announced that Double Whammy was going to reissue, but on vinyl this time. So very excited about that. And it comes on this pretty gray vinyl. Beautiful album. Very just gorgeous guitar and vocals. Really excellent. All the people that are on Double Whammy, they're all really great artists. They're all pretty interconnected. They work with each other a lot. So I always recommend anybody that comes on this label, because excellent, excellent stuff. So happy to have this on vinyl now. Okay, and my last record was a bit of just a fun splurge. It was in the cheap bins, but something I kind of had to get. Walt Disney's Incredible Journey. This is the one from, let's see, when was this? 1963. I grew up watching this. Loved this film. And actually, the Siamese cat Teo, I had a Siamese as a kid and named her Teo based on this. So when I came across this in actually a Cayenne record shop, I had to get it. So I picked this one up. I love getting all the old Disney records and stuff from when I was a kid. Slowly slowly sort of building those up. So that was a good find. And that's it. So seems like a lot, but again, it's spread over several months of collecting. I have been saving money a lot. Still working on that move, although this room is not at all packed up yet, as you can see by the posters in the back. And second, I am going to be back in Seattle and Portland and Olympia in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to be buying a lot of great stuff. I have a huge want list ready to go. It's 45 pages long. Not even joking. So I'm going to try to be posting a lot from my travels, especially on Instagram and Twitter. If you don't follow me on Instagram, check it out. I like to do the vinyl challenges, so I'm definitely more active on Instagram than I am on YouTube, unfortunately. Just trying to find time to make, do the video and then edit it together. So sometimes I can't find that time when I've got a lot going on the weekends, and work has been insane lately. So, but I do watch some of your videos sometimes when I get a chance, and I got to get back into watching more of them because I miss you guys, and I love seeing what everyone's been finding and spending and everything. So take care, and hopefully I'll have another video for you guys soon, and I'm sure that I'll have a video when I come back from my trip with tons of awesome vinyl. So until then, take care.